Mike, what do you think of artificial intelligence? The world has been recently enamored and it's front and center in a lot of people's conversations because of this chat GPT technology that went from 0 to 1 million users in 4 days and then to 100 million users in 60 days. It's the fastest adoption of technology in human history. And I've played with it. I bet you have as well. And apparently ChatGPT 4, I've heard, is days or weeks away. And apparently it goes from 170 billion nodes to 100 trillion nodes, and it can do crazy stuff. Talk to me about this technology, because if China is doing all the great espionage that we know they are doing, you know, AI is a funny one. I've had some experts on this show, and while ChatGPT is what this thing called narrow AI that does this one thing particularly well but doesn't necessarily have intelligence, it's all going towards this concept of artificial general intelligence, which is this thing that actually can improve on itself and can come up with new ideas and make itself better and potentially hit this singularity concept where it kind of takes over. What do you think? And then what are the national security ramifications of this tech? Because whoever gets it might literally rule the world.
Yeah, I think that's from my perspective anyway. I'm not smart enough to talk about the technology behind it or the eventual capabilities of it. And not that I'm a Luddite, but I took a computer class when I was in college, my one computer course, and I remember it was with punch cards. You remember punch cards?
My dad talked about them.
Stack of punch cards.
Yeah, I'm not that old, but my dad did them. So yeah.
Okay, they had to be. I was at a university. I guess we hadn't gotten the new technology, so we were still using punch cards, and they had to be in a certain order. And 10,000 punch cards would tell you that 2 + 2 = 4. And so I'm in this computer class. It's definitely not in my wheelhouse. And I walk out the door and I drop all these punch cards. So the whole thing is out of sequence, and I'm looking at it. And I look at my buddy and I say, "It's computer bullshit's never going anywhere." And I dropped the class, and that was the last time I got anything. So I'm probably the last guy you want to talk to about artificial intelligence. But I will say, from an operational perspective, that you're absolutely right. Your last point, I think, from my perspective, is the most important, which is how is this going to be used to target other nations, right? How is this going to be used to spy? How is this going to be used to influence public opinion? Right. Those are the questions that I find most interesting. Right. Not how is it going to be used by a student so they can write, the world's best essay, or is it eventually going to, turn into a RoboCop scenario and they take over the world? But I find it. I know the degree of competition that exists out there in the world of espionage, and I know that, as an example, again, not to beat on the Chinese regime, but I tend to. The Chinese regime is focused very heavily on this, just as they are on every technology, and in part because they want to be ahead of the curve. They want to be the innovators on this, right? And so they're looking from a perspective of how can they use this to enhance what they're already doing. And so, we need to understand its abilities, but from an operational perspective, I look at it from, what is the threat to the U.S.?
So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast, it's going to be bloody, it's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real, and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. I'm looking for partners, collaborators, colleagues who want to join forces with me around the globe and create real value, generational wealth, and financial freedom for everyone else around the world. Get involved in the cryptocurrency markets, get involved in the NFT markets. This is your moment. Life all comes down to a few moments. Don't let this pass. Now it's not too late. Next year's gonna be too late. Ultimately, this is about freedom. That's the way I see it. This is about giving power back to the people and enabling billions of people worldwide to use the financial markets to improve their lives and those of their friends and their families and their communities. Honestly, I think it's a violation of human rights not to allow people basic access to financial services. Because right now people are being kept in the dark, they're being robbed of education, and it's a travesty. And so I'm looking for people that want to join me and be a part of this solution. And that all happens inside the DeFi Academy. The gains my students are making are absolutely amazing. Double, triple digit gains in the first month alone. That's amazing. This will change your life. Now is the time to get involved. I'm gonna tell you exactly how my students in my academy made money in the last 30 days. I'm talking about real trading results. And let me just whet your appetite a little bit. Let me hit you with some numbers. I'm talking Brendan from New Zealand is up 68.77% on the month. Steve from Europe up 83%. Albert in Singapore up 169.9% on one single trade. I got Susan up 153% on her call options alone, also rocking 139% returns and 442% returns as well on individual trades. These are people that are changing their financial future in the last 30 days, but it's based on trading discipline. I've graduated over 500 students from inside my academy from over 54 countries around the world. It's amazing. When it comes to crypto, DeFi, and blockchain, we love this space. We truly believe it's the future. This is down to our core. It's authentic to what we're doing, and everybody can tell through the camera because you can't make this stuff up. If you're watching me now, wherever you are, I implore you, take 60 seconds right now and join my academy. Apply today. Now you've got a chance. Life all comes down to a few moments. What are you gonna do? What's the choice that you're going to make?